Want to make a cheap version of the Lego clone Commander BLY? I'll show you right now in this video. What's up guys, and I'm back with another how to make cheap clone troopers video. Today I will be showing you how to make a cheap Commander BLY. This is one of my favorite clone troopers of all time. They're in my top 5 clone troopers. I just love the design of Commander BLY and his accessories and the paint job on him. A very cool clone trooper, and I really wish we would have seen more of him on the Clone Wars show. Definitely when I saw him on the season 7 intro of the last Clone Wars arc, I loved the design of him as usual. So Commander BLY was of course under the command of Jedi Master Aayla Secura, one of my favorite Jedis, and of course they executed Order 66 on her in episode 3. So Commander BLY has the yellow markings from the 327 Star Corps. He also carries an iconic macro binoculars on him. It's his most prominent feature, we could say, but he also carries a pauldron and a waist cape, and his clone armor design is really cool. I really do like it, and obviously his phase 2 version is much cooler than his phase 1, but his phase 1 version is also pretty cool. So let's get on with the video. I'll show you how to make a cheap version of him. Alright, so as usual, Clone Army Customs does have a custom Commander BLY minifigure, but it costs $30, and I think it's out of stock right now, so not an option, but could be an option for you guys in the future. But it's a really good, well-made minifigure, really cool. Minifix for You also has a version of it. Really cool minifigure as well, very well done and very nice. So I definitely do recommend these figures, but they're pretty expensive, and I think they're also out of stock. So let's begin with the helmet. Clone Army Customs does have a Commander BLY helmet completely decaled for $4, but it's out of stock. But you can definitely get it once it's on stock. It's a very good option. The other option is an Aerolite helmet from Commander BLY. You could also get that one for $4 again, or you could just simply go and get a blank Clone Army Customs helmet, or Aerolite blank helmet, and paint on the details or decal it. That's another option. It's much cheaper, only costs $1, but definitely paying the $3 extra for the printed helmet already is much easier. Depends on your budget and your options. So for the torso, I will recommend getting the original through Star Corps Lego Clone Trooper torso that came back in the day, 2007. You can find it for really cheap, and it's a really accurate torso to Commander BLY, so you could get that. Also for the arms, I would recommend getting yellow arms, because he does have a yellow stripe going down all his entire arm. So the yellow arms definitely would represent that well. You wouldn't need to decal anything or paint, or you could do that also in white Lego arms, but the yellow arms are also an option. They're really cheap on Bricklink. Next, you could also get Clone Trooper printed legs and paint on the details that Commander BLY has, or just leave them in blank. Or you could just easily get blank Lego Clone Trooper head legs and just leave them blank. Of course, it would be much better and accurate if you just paint them or decal them, but it would add an extra price and extra scale that you would need. You could also just simply grab a regular, for the torso, you could just simply grab a regular Lego Clone Trooper torso and just paint a yellow line in the middle of it. I'll show you in the video for my custom version of Commander BLY how I did it, so you can get an idea of it. As for accessories, the macro binoculars, you can definitely get them from Clone Army Customs for $2.50. That's a good option. Or you could just get them from Aerolite for just 50 cents and paint in the details. Both of these are good options. Again, go with whichever you want. And as for the comma and the waist cape and the pauldron, you could make those out of paper very easily, cheap. I'll show you my version of Commander BLY, my phase 1 version of Commander BLY right now in the video, to just give you some ideas of how you could do the things that I have discussed until right now. Alright guys, so here I have my custom Commander BLY minifigure. This is an old figure, did about 7 and 8 years ago. Of course, this is the phase 1 variant. The helmet, for example, you could just easily paint it like I did here. Of course, it's a bit messy, but it's doable. Just gotta be really careful, and the macro binoculars are of course custom ones. I just took a Lego visor piece and made some modifications to it, painted it again. It looks very messy, but again, these are all the customs back when I was a lot younger. So this is just an idea you could have for your helmet. Again, the pauldron piece is just a piece of paper that I printed it out and covered it with tape and made it. Same goes for the waist cape. Again, you can do that easily and cheap without spending money on a custom one, or you could just buy a custom one from any of those sites. Now the weapon is just a custom DC-15 that I did years ago. If you want a tutorial, I can do a tutorial on this weapon as well, but off topic. So here's the figure. Of course, the torso Commander BLY is very simplistic. You just gotta draw a yellow line in the middle there, like I did with paint or markers, or just decal it, or just buy that old torso that I showed you. The arms are painted. Again, you could paint them, decal them, or just simply add yellow arms. You could do that as well. The legs, again, these are decaled, but you could paint them or just leave them blank. Again, your choice. So as you can see, Commander BLY is it's a pretty easy custom to do. He doesn't have too many details on his armor. There's also a bit of yellow on his belt, but I didn't do it. But this is my custom Commander BLY. Again, you can do yours. Just swap out for yellow arms. Maybe just paint the yellow marking there, or just add it with the decal. The legs, again, decal them. Pretty easy custom to do, and just buy the helmet. The printed helmet, again, would make it much easier. You would spend very little amount of money there. So that's my custom Commander BLY. And again, this is just for inspiration, just to give you an idea of how you can make it very cheaply and easily. Alright guys, so that's it. That's how you make a cheap Commander BLY. This is just a mock-up of the custom figure. It's a mix from my custom figure and with the Clone Army Customs helmet, to give you an idea how the figure could look with the Clone Army Customs helmet, or either the Aerialite one with the macro binoculars on. And that customized torso that I recommended, of course, my version of the minifigure, I did paint that yellow line in the middle of the torso. Very easy to do. You can either do it with a marker or just paint. Very easy. You don't even need to decal it, in my opinion. He also has some yellow details on his belt. You could also add those in. I didn't, but I also did paint his arms. You could do that or just simply decal it, your choice. Same thing with the legs, you could leave them blank, or again, paint them or decal them as I did. And of course the waist cape and the comma, print them out and cut them out, or just create them yourself from paper. So that's it guys. That is how you make a cheap Commander BLY. It's pretty easy, but I love Commander BLY, really cool design. And then again, this is probably the cheapest way to create a custom Commander BLY. So that's it guys. As always, subscribe, like the video, comment below, and I'll see you next time.